It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Broken tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Ready?
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Dobbs to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And the 3rd down. Look at this Eagle defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dobbs. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A run between the tackles with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Vsviks and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. That's good for 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the third year, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll check this one down to gain row. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action with Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Dobbs. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Eagle defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's going to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
May not be the first name you think of with the Eagles offense, but Smith had an incredible 2022. 11th in the NFL in catches, 9th in yards as the number 2 option in a run-heavy offense. 1st down there from one of the game's best young receivers.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's still barreling through. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up for the 1st and goal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 4-yard line.
Once more, Penny. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
He's going into the season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. He can't get him down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
1st down.
Let's go now. Hurt.
Now a run with Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Eagles 7. Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Smith will come in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a Nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in. Position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by James Bradbury.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown! Let's make it as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. That is going to tie the game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Dobbs. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A final shot before break. Dobbs. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll run right here with Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first
first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Swift again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and a couple. Now Dobbs. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
To throw is Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Dobbs is throwing. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now that was a designed run. Now remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Yards to go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And this one almost intercepted. Far too
confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? or they're going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown. Swift with his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
To 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On first down, Downs to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60.
Dobbs. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score.
Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as well as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's across for a touchdown. And final seconds. That one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Elliott good on the extra point. To 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds on 11. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.